What were you guys arguing about? Okay, so what entailed in the argument?
This is weird.
Okay. Were you following her around the house when you guys were arguing?
So this is Kroy Biermann, y'all. This is Kim Zolciak's husband. If y'all don't know Kim, she's from the Housewives of Atlanta. Okay. Kroy Biermann is and see, I'm laughing because we all knew this about Kim. We knew this about Kim before she even met Kroy. Okay. Kim had a sugar daddy. I think she actually called him Big Daddy. All right. She had like 3 daughters, and she had I don't know where their daddies was at. I don't think nobody know. I don't think Kim know. But she had a sugar daddy. This is just a white lady. And she used to wear a lot of wigs, big old wigs. She was like, that was her thing on the show. She was kind of popular for her wigs. And she had the sugar daddy. Let's get back to Big Daddy. He was married. He was a white man, assumably, because we never seen him, of course. And he had a whole lot of money. And he would fund her luxurious lifestyle. And she was on Housewives of Atlanta, y'all. So she met this dude. His name is Kroy Biermann. Does that sound familiar to anybody? No? Okay. Kroy was an Atlanta Falcons football player from the Himalayas. They got married. He retired. Poor fella. Because he seemed like a really nice guy. And, they even had a couple of children together. Okay? He had no children. He had no baby mama. He adopted her girls. See, their daddies went around. And they went off and had a show themselves. Candy wrote a song for Kim, and it's called Don't Be Tardy for the Party. Because she was always late, it was a little pun there. But she sang it, and no, Kim is not a singer. She has absolutely no talent whatsoever. But she did good with that song, because it was a parody that everybody understood. And Candy wrote it. Come on. Candy Bears. So they got a spinoff show. Her and Kroy. Now that's great, right? A spinoff show called Don't Be Tardy for the Party. And then we saw the show get canceled. And we're like, why is this show canceled? There were different reasons. I believe some of the reasons was that there was trouble in paradise, financial troubles in paradise. Things were spiraling out of control. But, when you lose your show, that's usually a red sign. So off and on here lately, we've been seeing a lot of crap coming from Kim and Kroy. Them fighting. Police being called. They're going broke. She had a consignment sale. I mean, I would have went, but Kim don't got nothing I want, right? Yeah. Sold the wigs. Well, some of them. And I believe Kroy was yelling and fussing saying she was cheating on him and having a gambling problem at one point. So here recently, the police has been called again, and Kroy is going off. We've never seen this before. We've never seen this from him before. Look, check it out.
Yeah, well, I can be here and be yelling at somebody 100 feet away. That's why I'm asking. So you were following her around the house while you guys were arguing? We were with you. Okay, but when she moved from one room to another, you went to that other room, correct? Listen, no lines have been crossed. As far as from I know, I'm just trying to get statements so we can figure this all out.
There's no reason you guys don't even need to be here. This is comma drama.
Okay, and that's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of. To figure out how can we figure out this
the bottom is that
Wait, will he call it comma drama?
I'm just trying to get statements so we can figure this all out.
There's no reason you guys don't even need to be here. This is trauma drama.
Okay, and that's what I'm trying to get to the
I
bottom of.
don't know what that means.
How can we figure out this?
The bottom is there was a verbal argument. That's it. There's nothing to figure out.
Okay. What's going on tonight? Well, I need to know what's going on because your kid's called, so I need to know what's going on.
They're public figures. Public figures, so they really don't want to get the tabloids any info. So they're being vague about it.
Because I talked to your kids. From what your kids have been saying, you guys have been arguing.
No, I just
saw you crying. No, he said he saw you crying. Your kids did not say anything turned physical. He said he thought he saw something, but it sounded like more Kroy was just trying to get you away from him, like putting his hand out like
trying
this.
to not let me leave.
That's what I'm saying. Whatever. I'm just saying, Kroy was just doing this with his hand.
And and fucking trying not to get me to leave, like this.
Yeah, and that's
like this out of the gate. I was trying to please leave me alone. I got it down the road. I was walking down the road.
Now, I'm not saying the cop is right. I'm not saying she's right. I'm not saying either one of them are wrong. But didn't the cop say, the kid said, that Kroy was trying to get her away from him? And she said he trying to what? He don't want her to leave. He don't want the divorce and all that. Listen, I know Kroy loved this girl. No doubt about it. Okay? We're sure about that, right? You married Kim Zolciak. Oh, boy. Her nickname was Wig. That's what Nene called her, Wig. Anywho, he married her. There's somebody for everybody. Okay? And listen, if y'all didn't watch the show, then you have no clue what I'm talking about. Everybody knew Clem was a gold-digging skeezer. Everybody knew this. Apparently, except for Kroy. His family tried to tell him. He married her anyway. But if you're broke, all your money is gone. She overspends. I don't know what they did with the paperwork when they got married, but yeah. Cue Teddy Pendergrass. Okay?
In a bathroom looking like an idiot, and he's screaming, "I don't give a fuck about these neighbors, you dumb bitch!" Like just screaming in my ear. I don't think he cares.
You see that?
He doesn't want the divorce. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And I can't do.
Okay. This is crazy.
Hold on, Adam. Did you hear what she said? See, bro stayed on code. What's going on? It's our problems, man. We having problems. What part of we having problems? Don't you understand? She's my wife. We married. We having problems. Duh. Married people don't always get along. Do you and your wife always get along, son? Huh? Do you? What you doing here anyway? What you doing here anyway? What, husband and wife can't have problems? Like, I mean, that was basically Kroy's attitude. Then you go to Kim. Okay, we already done heard officers say it was reported to him that he was trying to get Kim away from him. And we don't care nothing about that crying because anybody can cry. Okay, it's not easy for me to cry, but I'm talking about when it comes to most women, yeah, crying ain't no thing. Ain't no thing. Just trust me. So Kim says, hey, that dude, he keep following me around. He won't leave me alone, trying to get away from him. And he was calling me a What? So Kim, what you doing? Kim, what you doing?
Okay, and it's fucking destroyed!
Why is it getting so heated?
Because our life is destroyed! What?
Kroy.
Getting so heated.
Okay. I forgot to give y'all a disclaimer. I'm sorry. What y'all are about to watch is White Man Rage. Huh? That's what this is.
Life is destroyed! What don't you understand? There's no money, there's no house. We're getting divorced one day and we're not the next.
Okay.
She's fucking other men. What do you want?
Just calm down.
Calm down, but I don't have a fucking life.
Somebody sleeping with Kim?
And I don't have somebody who won't fucking listen to me.
Calm down.
Oh, calm down.
Ain't that cute? Calm down. No gun, no shooting, no arresting. Calm down. Like they're brothers. We're brothers.
How did he not go to jail for this?
Hey, Adam. So did the police say no lines have been crossed here?
Okay. Were you following her around the house when you guys were arguing? Yeah, well, I can be here and be yelling at somebody 100 feet away. That's why I'm asking. So you were following her around the house while you guys were arguing?
We were within earshot, she said.
Okay, but when she moved from one room to another, you went to that other room, correct? Listen, no lines have been crossed. As far as from I know, I'm just trying to get statements so we can figure this all out.
There's no reason. You guys don't even need to be here. This is comma drama.
Okay, and that's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of.
Comma drama.
How can we figure out this?
The bottom is there was a verbal argument. That's it. There's nothing to figure out.
Okay.
Like comma.
What's going on tonight?
Come and go.
Well, I need to know what's going on because your kid's called. So I need to know what's going on.
What don't you understand?
This is scary at this point. And the reason I say it's scary is because I feel like when people feel like there is nothing left to lose, that's when people start to get
Now, thank you, Adam. This is Up and Adam, y'all. Thank you. Because when he said this is scary, I was about to say, just laugh at what he said. Because, then this is, it's not cool. But, I didn't see the scary part. Like, rawr, my life is destroyed. Okay, he's in sorrow. But now he's talking about something. Because, that's why I have to let Adam give commentary on this. Because that's white people stuff. Alright? Blacks do it too. Yes, they do. But it's usually that white blood, baby. That when you feel like, come on, listen, y'all. Okay, so what Adam is saying, Kroy is at a very scary point. Let's say he don't want to divorce Kim. Maybe he don't. I don't know. Or maybe it's just complex. They got a lot of financial issues tied up in this. If he can make it through the NFL, he can make it through this. His parents, his lawyers, they can. Kroy, it's happened before. It's not the end of the world. It ain't gonna be pretty, but looks like your marriage ain't been pretty. So we'll get through it, just like you getting through this, right? You got through training camp. You did good, boy. You can do it. You're a big boy. Okay, you're a big boy. Start all over again. Hell, Kroy can get another wife and some more children. Or no children. It depends on what he wants. But it looks like Kroy is not letting this go when he should have let it go a long time ago. We don't always get what we want. He would love for that to work out. Stay together, mom and daddy, same, that's the mother of his children, etc., etc. I gave up this and that for her. I retired a little bit early, but I don't know, baby. What? We did what we did. This is us. We rocking out. It's not gonna work. He ain't letting it go. So what you saying, Adam? When he might what? It might.
Alarming and their behavior. If there's one I feel like when people feel like there is nothing left to lose, that's when people start to get very alarming in their behavior, and that's when people become unpredictable. And right now it looks like he's just at this point like, I lost my money, I lost my wife, I don't have any family left. Like, but you have your kids, you have your
He have his parents. This boy got a whole lot more family than a whole lot of people. And listen, man, Kroy, you ain't never been broke before. You ain't never been broke before, because this dude standing in front of a mansion. Standing in front of a mansion talking about it's all over. Won't got no house and all that. Okay, she ruined it. You gotta sell it. Whatever. They foreclosing. It's not his first or last mansion. Well, it might be his last, but it's not that deep, Kroy. It is, because that's your family. You love her. But when it comes to that money shit, it's not that deep, because this didn't happen overnight. This didn't happen overnight. You know? She may have done her dirt, but you the man of the house. And I don't know. But this didn't happen overnight. I'm going to say that again.
Family. You just don't have your money because you and your wife were really reckless with it. But then also, if he feels like he lost his wife, he's losing his house, he lost all of his money, and he thinks that she's out there cheating with other men, then that could be something that's has the potential of making him go crazy. And also, when you
wait a minute, Adam. I just got an idea. The cheating part. That may not necessarily be a bad thing. I think we're on to something with this one. If Kim can sleep with other men and she had Big Daddy, can Kim get some money for them bills? I mean, from what we understand, she had a gambling problem and she might need to go into rehab, but can she not get the guys to get them some money so they can get things together?
Look at the two of them. They did everything together. They had the show together. They were on top of the world. And I feel like she has the ability to get under his skin and drive this man crazy. I'm not blaming it on her, even though spending all of the money, like they did that together, yes, but she was the one who apparently has the gambling addiction and all of that. And we even watched the show, guys. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out who spent the majority of the money in this relationship. Kim loved to spend money. And now that they don't have money, I think that was his way of keeping her happy.
I think everybody agrees with you on this assessment. I didn't watch their show. Just didn't have any interest in it, but I did see when they was together before they got the show and they were still on Housewives, and I just couldn't understand why they would have a show. Like, what are they? It wasn't like a value lesson at it, like Cosby or nothing like that. It was just, damn, weird.
It's like, yes, look at me. I'm in this position. You know, I have my NFL money, and then it slowly starts going away. But then we get picked up for another season of Don't Be Tardy, but then it starts slowly going away. But lo and behold, we get picked up for another season. So we're putting little bits of it back into our pocket.
That's what happened.
But then eventually, after the show got going, so did all of the money, and they were already in debt before that.
Yep.
I don't know. I think it's scary. I think it's dangerous. I think that they should have separated a long-ass time ago. And I think that it's just, who knows what's going to come out of this. This is just not something that I would want to... It's not something that I would want to keep myself in. But guys, I want to hear what your thoughts are. Go ahead and comment below. And before you go, don't forget that tonight, again, I've said it.
So my thing is, why so from what my understanding, and listen, TMZ did a wonderful parody on them. Y'all should check that out. It was, I think, about a month ago, about them having the auction and she's trying to sell his shoes or whatnot. But the judge ordered Kim to stay in the basement, right? I know y'all hear the word basement, but it's probably nicer than most people's cribs, okay? So they're separate, like, I don't know, legally, but they still live in the same. That's how big their house is. Because who can do that? Nobody, right? Legally separate means you legally separate. But they're still doing things like going out on dates. It's like, I don't know, but Kroy, did Kim put some voodoo on you at this point? Because why? Why? Why would you not leave her? I don't get it. So he jogging up to...
Hey, police! Come here, Mr. Biermann. Biermann, come talk to me. What's going on?
It's just a bunch of nonsense.
All right, come talk to me. Ma'am, stay right there.
Okay, so she's trying to leave.
What's going on tonight?
We're just having an argument
About what?
about our fucking life.
Okay, what happened? Why?
It's our life.
Look at
It's
that
destroyed.
But- Okay, what started the argument?
Her inability to fucking solve problems.
Okay,
Or address
come
them
over
or do anything.
Come over here.
Why?
Because I want to talk to you away from her. I don't want her to start screaming at you and have a whole argument.
It's nothing but an act. It's all a bunch of bullshit.
What is?
Everything she does.
Okay, what did she do tonight?
Everything.
Did he
Everything.
just try to go back and stop Kim from leaving? He did. That's crazy. He don't want her to leave. Well, I mean, it's understandable, but whew.
Dude, I can't. I'm not going to do this. Because this right here does nothing but fuel her bullshit. I'm not doing this. This is narcissistic behavior. I'm not doing this.
I'm just trying to figure out what the
There's nothing to do. You shouldn't even be here. Who
It was-
called you?
Your kids.
What kid?
You have kids? I don't know. Whoever's in the house.
Yeah,
So
we've been outside this whole time.
What was the argument about?
Our life? Our life?
Okay,
And it's
so
fucking destroyed.
Why is it getting
Oh,
so
so he
heated?
think they
Cause
can't
I-
hear them inside of the house? Because the cop was running up the driveway and he heard him.
Life is destroyed. What don't you understand? There's no money. There's no house. We're getting divorced one day and we're not the next.
Okay.
She's fucking other men. What do you want?
Just calm down.
Calm down, but I don't have a fucking life. And I don't have somebody who won't fucking listen to me.
Calm down.
Oh, calm down.
He gave that cop content. He posted it. This is miltonga.gov. Okay.
What's going on, Miss Biermann?
He's just been screaming at me for like 2 hours, like a crazy person.
Okay. What was the argument? Why were y'all arguing?
Because I just
Why is he
I just
screaming?
want to get a divorce. Like, I just want this to be over. He wouldn't let me leave this morning. The gate, is broke or whatever, so you have to, manually open it. He jumped in front of my car. I have all these videos. He's blocking me from leaving. And he just started yelling. I said, Kroy, I have a phone call at 5:30. I can't do this right now. I'm sorry.
I mean, the fact that you telling people that your gate is broken. See, a broken home, that's nothing but safety issues right there. You can't be putting yourself in this kind of position, man. When y'all bickering and arguing and going against each other, that just leave room for the evil to come in. I mean, your gate broken, my son? Your gate broken, son? That's a big deal. Girl.
It's fine.
And then I left. I finally got out of the gate, and I was walking in my robe down the street. And I was yelling for help to my neighbors, please, somebody help me. He's screaming in my ear, grabbing my robe, the back hoodie of my robe, and I mentally, and physically and emotionally could not take this any longer. My kids, he's get out of the house. If I go walk in, he kicks the kids out. And then if I come outside, he's get inside the house.
Around
I had
11:30.
an airplane at 12 hours. I'm hiding in my car, but he stuck his arm through my window so that the window stopped going up.
This morning he did that? You're
No,
saying?
just now. I was putting my window up. I was talking to my son right here, and then he came over and stuck his arm through my window. So the window that's why it's down. Otherwise, I would not have my window down with this crazy person.
Did she
This is the only
mean...
place I feel safe, and if I can get him to
Why
come.
didn't she say our son? Because Kim didn't have no boys until she met Kroy. She had all girls. So why she didn't say I was talking to our son?
Now I can try to leave. This is why my car's back, and I never do this. Today I did this when I got home from my hair appointment. So I can like.
So around 11 a.m.
Hair appointment?
You talked to an officer.
Oh, he's yelling something.
I'm around the corner in the driveway. Stay right there.
Man, it's like they in a freaking museum. That place is so huge. You in a place that big. Oh man, this right here is just tragic.
Sir, I did not give you authorization to be in my home.
You're going to get put Kroy, listen to me very
I
clearly.
did not give you authorization. I know my rights. I know my rights.
Okay, then stop talking if you know your rights. I'm going to tell you your rights. I'm going to inform you of your rights.
Look, even the dog went out. Look, he come over there licking the cop hand. Can you please make it stop? That's just sad.
We're here for a lawful reason. To investigate a domestic violence situation.
Where the person is
Our
outside.
kids are the ones that called. I need to talk to
And
them.
I can bring them outside, but you do not have the authority to be in my home.
You were going to
Wait a
stand
minute
up.
You do
now.
not have the authority to be in my
Did
home.
you see how he... Hold on, Desi. Oh, the dog was a little... Do they know that cop? Does the dog know something we don't know? Because that was a little much, don't you? Listen, y'all, I know what I saw. Come on now. I know what I saw. Let's go up. Look.
Kroy, listen to me very
I
clearly.
did not give you authorization. I know my rights. I know my rights.
Okay, then stop talking if you know your rights. I'm going to tell you your rights. I'm going to inform you of your rights. We're here for a lawful reason. To investigate a domestic violence situation.
Where the person is
Our
outside.
kids are the ones
And
that
he
called.
stepdaddy. Yeah, that's my stepdaddy.
You do not have the authority to be in my home.
You were going to go stand outside
You do
now.
not have the authority to be in my home.
Hey.
Do you see what I mean?
Wow. So according to the internet, Kim and Kroy have been ordered to complete mediation by the end of January. And I believe they said, Kroy filed on December the 11th. Now, Kim is 45 and Kroy is 38. And of course, they have numerous unresolved issues, right? So it says that they have 4 children. They have sons Kroy Jr., Cash, Kane, and daughter Kaya. So that's cute. I mean, her name starts with a K. His name starts with a K. And all of their children together starts with a K. So they have 1 girl together and they have 3 boys together. And Kroy adopted Kim's daughter, Brielle, and her other daughter, Ariana. And Brielle is 26 years old. Ariana is 21 years old. So I wanted to see how old their children were. And look at this. Kim is an alumni of Housewives of Atlanta. Oh, such a privilege. Wow. So they have 4 together. Okay, so they had twins at one point. Let's see. She filed for divorce in May 2023. And 2 months later, they called off the split. Wow. So these are her older daughters. That's Brielle. She's 26. Let's see. So they got married in 2011. Right. Now, I'm looking for the age of the younger children. So this is interesting. Brielle said that her mom, Kim, said that she wants her to have a baby soon. She's not married now. No talks of a guy. But she said that her mom said, "You're not getting any younger. I want a baby, and if you don't have it, I'm going to have one." Why? For another reality show? Because they can do a divorce reality show. I don't know how good that would be for the children, but yeah. I mean, we're already seeing some of your drama, so I don't know. All right, so here's one of their sons. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, he was born in 2011. That's Kroy Jr. So he's 11. Okay, let's keep going. That's her with him in 2016. He has some lovely red hair. Okay, 9 years old. They have another one, 9. Cash, he's 10. Okay, second boy. Oh, wow. Dog bit him. Oh, that's crazy. So this is just Kim posted on Instagram some situations they've gone through. I'm not about to read all that. All right. So they have the twins. All right, Kaya and Kane. So it's a girl and boy twins, and they're 9. So, these are their children. And, this is really, really, really sad. But, okay, so I want to go over Kim Pyre's video on this. And I want y'all to see, also listen to some of his commentary. Kim Pyre reports on a lot of this reality show, people's drama, whatever. And so he knows the history of this all too well. And also, some of these comments here just kind of give you guys an idea of, who these people are, especially Kim. Especially Kim. But just take a look and a listen. Make sure.
You in this video, I just want to give you a heads up and a trigger warning just based off of if you ever been in a similar situation. But before we talk about this body cam footage of a recent incident that occurred at the Biermann home, we have to talk about the update that came on December 11th in regards to their divorce. So TMZ writes this. It says, Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann have plenty of issues, and now a judge in their divorce case is cracking down, ordering them to mediation in an attempt to hammer out a settlement. So according to new legal docs obtained by TMZ, Kim and Kroy are being directed to complete a mediation session by January 31st.
And wow,
I've told every single one of my...
I just think that Kim and Kroy, this isn't the first body cam we've seen other police come into their home while they're fighting and can't get it together. But, this recent time, their children called the police. That's deep. They've had multiple calls that we, haven't had the preview of seeing the police cam footage. And I get it. The house is big. They're not coming to some kind of resolution. But at what point doesn't the judge say somebody got to move out at minimum? Because clearly her being ordered to live in a basement isn't helping. Like, it's not enough. So why doesn't the judge in the January? Okay, honestly, let's just say they don't make it to January.
By TMZ, Kim and Kroy are being directed to complete a mediation session by January 31st deadline. The judge says that Kim and Kroy have numerous unresolved issues and thinks that they could benefit from mediation through a county's alternative dispute resolution program. Obviously, mediation does not always work or guarantee Kim and Kroy will resolve their issues, but the court is at least forcing them to give it a try. It's important to note this mediation order that has been placed for these two, because when you see this body cam footage, it's hard to think that these two could ever come to any sort of resolution, which is kind of crazy when you think that you've seen these two on reality television and you know that their relationship and their dynamic. But it says to me that this has gone to a whole other level of toxicity, and they need to not be under the same roof.
Not at all.
So TMZ got their hands on the body cam footage of this most recent domestic situation. So they said Kroy Biermann was in a fit of rage when cops showed up after an explosive fight with Kim Zolciak, where things got so bad one of their kids called 911 to get some help. In new police body cam footage obtained by TMZ from the incident on November 20th, Kroy screams at officers his life with Kim is over. Officers try to get Kroy to calm down, but he continues on yelling about there being no money, no house. At one point, Kroy calls Kim a total narcissist and accuses her.
You know, I just don't, and it's hard to say from the outside. And then, you know, also considering one's feelings. But Kroy should just move out. Okay, let that be filed with the courts. I've moved out. He should get his lawyer, and he should find him some employment. Because Kim has businesses with her daughters, so she has some type of money coming in. But I don't know. I didn't see anything on what Kroy's doing to bring in income. Whatever happened, y'all let it happen. At this point, you got to find something different to do. I would move on out. I would look for other employment opportunities. I mean, he's a retired football player. He can do some kind of brand deals, but not if he continues like this. If he continues, like, seeing him in a fit of rage, you've heard enough from me and these two guys to know that this is not something we're used to seeing from Kroy. So if we're continuing to see him in this light, he's going to become ineligible to be able to, like, do a shoe commercial or insurance commercial, or, you know, some of the stuff Shaq is doing. Any kind of commentary, like anything that they will have for him, he's Xing himself out of future income aside from becoming an insurance salesman or a cashier or something like that. But he should be moving on fast, because no matter, listen, sometimes you got to let it go to bring it back together. If it's his desire to keep the marriage intact, then separation, I think we all agree at this point, is a mandatory move that they need to make. And, you know, maybe after things calm down and they get rid of some situations, like whatever the money issues are, then maybe they'll be able to come back together. But who knows? I mean, sometimes couples don't know how to struggle together. They don't know how to come through on the other end, you know, triumphant. And, you know, that's together for good and bad is just not applicable to them. It seems like that's the case with these guys. They were all good. Well, I'm sure not all good, but they were able to weather whatever issues they may have had when they had these money sources. But now that they're gone, we're really seeing things fall apart. You can't just stay stuck because you're broke. You can't just stay stuck because you have to get rid of everything. You have to consolidate. You have to figure it out. You have to start from scratch. You can't just stay stuck. You got to keep it moving. And I'm saying all this because it is quite alarming that they are choosing to stay stuck. It's quite alarming.
We want any of our viewers who are earning minimum wage to go in.
November 20th, Kroy screams at officers his life with Kim is over. Officers try to get Kroy to calm down, but he continues on yelling about there being no money, no house. At one point, Kroy calls Kim a total narcissist and accuses her of manufacturing their drama. He's enraged, continuing to yell the couple's life is over, and even accusing Kim of effing other men. Are you surprised? Okay. Eventually, officers calm Kroy down and get him inside to further talk things out. It doesn't seem like it goes too well by the end of this video. So the initial 911 call came from from one of the couple's 4 kids who reported that they believe Kroy had gotten physical with Kim, but neither parent seems to give that claim any validity. I tend to believe the children more than anything. And we have to remember, Kim's kids, her young kids, are very young. And God only knows what they have witnessed over the last year or 2 years of this relationship. But it's gotten to a whole new level, and I only feel bad for the children. They talk about Kim in this video as well. They said, as for Kim, she's pretty hysterical as well, sitting in her Range Rover as she explains her side of the story, claiming Kroy flew into a fit of rage and refused to let her leave the house. She says that she began walking down the street in a robe and asking neighbors for help before returning back home. Kim explains earlier in the day, Kroy had asked her to sit and chat about their pending divorce. According to Kim, Kroy doesn't want to go forward with it, even though he's the one who filed, and Kim wants it to be finalized. Through Kim's sobbing, Kim claims Kroy is not the man she married and believes he's mentally ill, claiming that she's scared at times to be around him. And to be honest with you, we know Kim has her ways. Based off this video footage, this body cam footage, I have never seen Kroy like this, at least not on reality television. And I know a lot of you might view it like, oh, he's lost it because of her. Like, he's become unraveled because of her. I don't know if I want to just put this all on Kim. And also, as you're watching the video, please understand.
You cannot, because, again, Kroy can leave. Yeah, Kim can leave too, but somebody got to leave. They're both adults. They both can leave. Okay? They can. Is their money that bad? Because, I mean, credit card, friends, family, neighbors, something.
This was a black man screaming at police. This whole situation, we would be reporting a completely different story.
That part. And this is also commended in the comments. You know, this person says the fact that the kids called the police says a lot. I think at this point they should have been like, yeah, because sometimes you're oblivious when you're going through stuff. Because did you see how Kroy said the kids got, like, he was like, oh, but we outside. We've been outside this whole time. Okay, being outside doesn't mean you step into another state or another universe and the children can't hear you. That's crazy. So this person said they feel sorry for Kroy, the children, and their pets. Kim is smug, self-centered, and materialistic, and she's drained the life out of Kroy. I think that is the popular opinion. Okay, even mine. Just from what we know. Hey, proof is in the pudding, man. I'm telling you. We knew this about Kim before she even met Kroy. This is so sad for the kids, and you're right. The policeman isn't in fear of his life with a huge former NFL player. But this would have been a completely different outcome if this was a black man half his size. Continue.
Important to note that, because what in the privilege is happening in this video? Again, trigger warning, take a look at what played out.
Hey, police! Come here, Mr. Biermann. Biermann, come.
And the date of this says December the 13th, 2023. Okay, so that was just a week ago.
What's going on?
It's just a bunch of nonsense.
All right, come talk to me. Ma'am, stay right there. What's going on tonight?
We're just having an argument.
About what?
About our life.
Okay, what happened?
It's our life. It's destroyed.
Okay, what started the argument?
Our inability to solve problems.
Okay,
or address them or do anything.
Come over here.
Why?
Because I want to talk to you away from her.
He's about to walk back over there again. That's
and
crazy.
have a whole argument.
It's nothing but an act. It's all a bunch of bullshit.
What is?
Everything she does.
Okay, what did she do tonight?
Everything.
Listen, I think the cops are on the reality show payroll. Look at the questioning. Look at the way he questioning them. He trying to get Kroy to give the tea. Like, you can't tell me he not. Didn't they mess around and post this on their website? I mean, that's commonplace nowadays, but it's more so if it's somebody that we know, somebody from social media or a celebrity. If they have any incidents, they going up on their website. Okay, they going up on the YouTube page.
I'm not going to do this because this right here does nothing but fuel her bullshit. I'm not doing this. This is narcissistic behavior. I'm not doing this.
I'm just trying to figure out what going on.
There's nothing to do. You shouldn't even be here. Who called you?
Your kids.
What kid?
You have kids? I don't know. Whoever's in the house.
Yeah, he's been outside this whole time.
What was the argument?
Man, this cop
Our
getting
life.
content.
Our life.
Okay,
And it's destroyed.
why is it getting so heated?
Because our life is destroyed. What don't you understand? There's no money. There's no house. She wants, we're getting divorced one day and we're not the next.
Okay.
She's fucking other men. What do you want?
Just calm down.
Calm down, but I don't have a life.
That's your fault.
And I don't have somebody who won't listen to me.
Calm down.
Oh,
Okay,
calm down.
Kroy giving me school shooter vibes. Yeah. This is your fault, sir. This is your life. This ain't nobody else's fault. Y'all thought y'all was cute spending all that money.
What's going on, Miss Biermann?
Being flashy.
I just feel like I'm
Because he did too.
hours, like a crazy person.
Okay. What was the argument? Why were y'all arguing?
Because
Why
I
is he
just
screaming?
want to get a divorce. Like, I just want this to be over. Like, he wouldn't let me leave this morning. The gate, like, it's broke or whatever, so you have to, like, manually open it. He jumped in front of my car. I have all these videos. Like, he's blocking me from leaving. And he just started yelling. I said, Kroy, I have a phone call at 5:30. I can't do this right now. Sorry, like, and then I left. I finally got out of the gate, and I was walking in my robe down the street. And I was, like, yelling for help to my neighbor. Like, please, somebody help me. He's screaming in my ear, grabbing my robe, like the back hoodie of my robe. And I'm meant to, like, physically emotionally because not taking any.
Whatever. I know good and well them neighbors didn't pay that type of money to see them going up and down the street making all this noise.
My kids, he's like, get out of the house. If I go, like, walk in, he kicks the kids out. And then if I come outside, he's like, get inside the house.
Around
I had
11:30.
hair for about 12 hours. I'm hiding in my car, but he stuck his arm through my window so that the window stopped going up.
This morning he did that?
No, just now. Like, I was putting my window up. I was talking to my son right here, and he came over and stuck his arm through my window, so the window that's why it's down. Otherwise, I would not have my window down with this crazy person.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the only place I feel safe, and if I can get him to calm down, I can try to leave. This is why my car's back, and I never do this. Today I did this when I got home from my hair appointment. So I can, like...
So around 11 a.m.
What is he doing?
He's talking to an officer.
Oh, he's yelling something.
I'm around the corner in the driveway.
She got the cops to pay. I mean, this ain't dangerous because he white, so it's all good. It's just content for her in the courts, right? She's like, the cop, he talking to another officer. She like, well, he's yelling, so now the cop got to go check out and see and get more footage of what? Kroy acting a nut. Okay? This person says, honest outside assessment. This behavior seems to be escalating. I genuinely fear a deletion could take place if they continue to cohabitate. No, like seriously, this triggered me. I know what is coming if they don't get it together. Yeah, I mean, they need to be separated. That's clear. Regardless of what they want, it's okay. We're not children here. If it's meant to work out, that's your family. Y'all still have children to raise. Maybe they love each other. I don't know. Just, you're going to have to separate first. From all we've seen, yeah, you're going to have to separate. You're doing this. You have children in the house. The police are coming. We have the footage. You're going to have to separate. It's not the end of the world. Even if y'all don't work it out and you don't get back together, it's still not the end of the world. It's just what is. It's what people have been going through since, women have been able to make a choice.
Stay right there.
Look at Kim for her face.
We're here for a lawful reason. To investigate a domestic violence situation.
Where the person is outside.
Your kids are the ones that called. I need to talk to them.
I can bring them outside, but you do not have the authority to be in my home.
You were going to go stand outside?
I don't like the way that Kroy is speaking to the police officers that have been called to defuse this.
So they were about to go upstairs and talk to the children. And why is it dark? Well, I mean, it's a big old house. I'm pretty sure they don't just have all the lights on all the time. But he trying to go upstairs and talk to the children. And Kroy probably don't want them to see the state of everything. I don't know. But this comment says, I'm sorry, y'all, but this is all Kim. Y'all remember the way she was on Housewives with the lying, playing victim, and unhealthy spending habits. She messed this man's life up. This man is losing his mind. But I do agree, a brother could not be this aggressive with law enforcement. Now, okay, we all agree that Kim, but we can't just totally blame it on Kim. We can't just totally cry for Kroy, because Kroy was blindly in love with this woman, and he was with her, and I'm pretty sure he saw her ways before he even married her, and he still married her. Then they went through all that trouble to have those children, which was very, complicated for her. And, it's good. Everybody made out of it okay. But she kept having children. That was kind of, unless they just wanted a big old family, it's like, what was your reason? And she's older to continue having children, knowing where this was headed. Because it's not like they didn't see where it was headed. They just didn't know how to fix it or stop it. But these are two parties together. Kroy is just as, responsible for the situation as Kim is. So now.
Situation. And it's like and look, I don't know their family situation. I don't know the dynamic between Kroy and Kim. We know that Kim is not innocent in the situation based off what we've seen on the show and what we've seen in legal documents. He's accused Kim in their divorce of squandering their entire life savings away.
That's crazy.
She's put them allegedly in financial ruin.
That's not a couple of $1,000s. That's not a few $100,000. This person says somebody close to Kroy needs to check on him before he do something he regrets. Why are they still living in the same house? Listen, Kroy a grown-ass man. His parents tried to check on him a whole lot. He chose. Okay? He chose. Let him get his grown ass up out of there.
Of an alleged gambling addiction. This is what he's accused her of. They both are facing multiple lawsuits from creditors, and they owe the IRS $1.1 million reportedly. So I can understand where Kroy might be at his wit's end. God only knows, because these two have been together, not together, been together, not together. And I said before, again, we don't know these people. We don't know their lives. I know a lot of us were sort of like, where did this come from? Where did this toxicity come from? And it's hard to believe that this toxicity is all brand new, that this has not come up before. But the amount of times that these two have called the police since they have announced their breakup and their divorce, my thing is, if this stuff was happening before, I feel like we would have seen or heard other symptoms. I think because the money has run out, it has caused a major situation in their marriage and in their relationship.
Just imagine if neither one of them had the discipline and, education or whatever to properly spend money before, and it got them to this state. I can't imagine that. Because, let's say Kim. I don't know anything about Kroy's family's background, but, he was an NFL player. Kim didn't build wealth. Kim had a sugar daddy. So that's somebody pretty much with the mindset I can spend, and I can go to him, and, he's going to replenish. That's a whole lot different. So imagine being in that much debt. Now you got to change up the way you do things. Now you got to consolidate. Now you got to start coming up with, you got to see a financial advisor. You got to start paying off the debts. You got to start figuring out what's the best method. You got to start negotiating deals down, your debts. And I just think that it's been tough getting her to cooperate with that. Yeah.
And I don't know if I believe that Kim is the one saying I want to get back with him, or he's saying I want to get. I think that they both have played a role in this situation. I don't know which one more than the other, again, because we don't know all the facts because we're not in it. But what I do know is that these two, for the sake of those children, need to not live together. Yep. I get it. They're in that house until they're able to sell it, but they do not need to be.
There was a story, one of the true crime stories that took place, and this was of recent. There was a family, and a woman married a man. She had a son. It wasn't his son, but they lived together, and I think she was slightly older, about the same ratio as Kim and Kroy, because Kim is probably like 10, 15 years older than Kroy. And they lived in a house that they bought together, and they were going into a divorce. Now, the son was older, married, lived away. He came to visit over the holidays. I think this was around Thanksgiving. And being, when you go through divorce, most of the time, everybody's petty. Everybody's fussing. And it's mostly about money and things like that. And the guy was at work, and the son was there staying for the weekend to see his mom. And the man was upset because they had the lights on too much, I guess. But he was saying they was running up the light bill. So he began to lock the box. He turned the lights off and he locked the box. All right. So that put him without electricity. Well, he went to work. They cut the lock. Of course, they cut the lock and turned the electricity back on. He got home. The electricity was on. He shot and killed both of them. All right. Police arrested him in the middle of the street, and he pretty much told what he did. Usually these things will end up like that if you're at that point. There are plenty of people that can get a divorce and have differences and stay in the same house, and their stuff is just petty but still respectful and still in observation of life and the law, and they make it out of it. It's not the best times they've ever had, but they feel like it's more financially it benefits them financially to just stay in the house until they sell it. So they're going to make that work. And they go about their merry way in the end. But that is a rare case. It happens more than we like to think, but it's still a rare case. Most of the time it goes like this, because we all know divorces it's not a good time for these people. So if you're in a situation like this, it's not going to get any better. I think Kim and Kroy got plenty of sense. They're grown adults. Okay? They made bad decisions in life, but they still got common daggone sense. So they both know that they need to separate. Somebody needs to leave that house. Forget about who's winning. Forget about who's losing by somebody moving out. And just figure it out. Or maybe go to the judge and say, Judge, order both of us out the house. Nobody can stay in the house and sell it fast, quickly. They lose more money that way because they're going to probably sell it for less than what is. Wait. Matter of fact, what's the address? I'm going to keep an eye on this house. For real. Hey, if anything, you can flip it. But yeah, the judge might need to order them apart, and they could request that. So don't nobody feel like the other person is getting a one up. Order them to get out, and it has to be sold within 6 months. But either way it go, they can't keep doing this. Or we're going to be hearing a sad story. And I don't feel much empathy for Kim or Kroy, But they still have children. So, maybe CPS need to get involved for them to get some pep in their step. I don't know, but this right here, this shit gotta stop. That's crazy.